Oh my God, if my tummy rumbles one more time, I'm gonna kill myself. Hey friends, how you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tina and I'm back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top Middle Eastern fragrances of the year. And these are ranked. Not unlike my other videos where I didn't rank it. I'm gonna rank it from the best to the bestest best. I don't know if that's even a word, but you get my drift. I'm talking about the best of the best to the best, okay? So I will be mentioning an honorable mention because it was so dang hard to kind of rank these perfumes. I had to include an 11th one because it was just too damn hard. Before I go ahead and proceed with this video, if you just clicked my thumbnail for the first time and you don't know who I am, you're wondering who is this chica that's talking about fragrances, my name is Tinu. I'm a lover of fragrance, beauty, and lifestyle. If that's the kind of content that you do like, please consider subscribing to this channel. And if after the end of this video you found this content to be helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Let YouTube know that you love my content. And now if you guys are interested in seeing the fragrances that are my top 10 from the Middle Eastern world, then please keep on watching. Before I go ahead, I just wanted to get my lip combo out of the way so that you guys that are interested can kind of know what I have on. So today I have on MAC's Chestnut Lip Liner, and I also have the Anastasia Crush Lip Velvet. I actually love these. They are like smooth butter on the lips. And then I have on Fenty Beauty's Luminizing Gloss Bomb in Hot Choco Lit. So now let us go ahead and get started. In number 10 of my, top 10, it's going to be from Maison Asrar. This is called Soiree. Now this perfume is supposed to be a dupe to the Billie Eilish #1 perfume. Like we need another one. The one brand that clocked the dupe was Lattafa when they came out with Nebras. And I find that this one is a little more long wearing than Nebras. The funny thing about this perfume is that it does not share the notes with Nebras or Billie Eilish #1. It has different notes to it, but it turns out that it smells similar, okay? And this fragrance is just a very light, gourmand, a little airy, fluffy even. Kind of smells like there's a caramel to it. Kind of smells a little fruity. And then with a little bit of a woody dry down. Now this fragrance on me lasts about 5 to 6 hours. It's not that great in longevity. Projection for me is a little moderate, but the smell is intoxicating. I've gotten so many compliments with this fragrance, it's unreal. So this fragrance is another fragrance for me that it's quite anosmic. Basically, you can't really smell it, but everyone else can smell you. When I wear this to work, everybody is always giving me loads of compliments. They love the light delicateness of this fragrance. It kind of feels like sponge, sugar, cotton. They are obsessed, okay? You can even see the dents that shows you I've given this a really good wear, and I can kind of tell you concretely that this fragrance is the business, okay? Now, again, this is Soiree coming at number 10. Number 9 for me, which happens to be my fragrance of the day, is Peace and Love by Lattafa. Don't forget to drop your fragrance of the day because you guys know I really want to know what you're rocking. With Lattafa's Peace and Love coming at number 9, it's the dupe to Soie de Malaki by Dries Van Noten. I don't know if I said that right. This, to me, is a very floral, almost like linen-like kind of fragrance. It kind of smells like something fresh from the dryer, like if you washed your clothes and you just dried it with some Bounty sheets. It kind of has that kind of smell to it, but it's not necessarily the exact same smell, so don't get me wrong. It's beautiful now and standing, but there's something very innocent about this fragrance. Whenever I wear it, people are just like, Oh my God, you smell clean, you smell fresh, and you smell slightly sweet and floral at the same time. So that's the comments I've gotten with the fragrance. This is a heavy floral fragrance, so if you're not into florals, I don't think this is the fragrance for you, but let me tell you, this fragrance is a sneaker. When I say it's a sneaker, it means that it smells like it's a very light wearing fragrance, but it's not really that when it comes to longevity. Longevity is about 8 hours on skin, on clothes even more, and the projection is moderate and the sillage is moderate. But you will leave a central notwithstanding, and people will want to know what you're wearing, especially people that are into white florals will like to know what you're wearing. This is not typically my type of scent profile. I love gourmands. You guys already know that. I've already talked about it so many times. This is not new. If you're new to my channel, I love gourmands. I love any type of foodie, delicious brownie, cupcake, beignet kind of scents. I love all those. And a bag of chips. But when it comes to florals, I love my florals to be mixed with some kind of gourmand note. And this does not lean that way, but I still love it. It's just very gentle. I feel like even a bride might like this kind of fragrance or wear it for their wedding day. It's just beautiful. Love, love, love this one. Again, coming up at number 9, Peace and Love by Lattafa. Now, the next fragrance is from Mamlakat Al Oud. This is called Cotton Malaki. Now, this is a very beautiful scent. This is just a beautiful mango peach combo with notes of caramel. Oh my God. Notes of caramel, vanilla, and some cashmere. Now, this is just the epitome of floral, fruity gourmand. This is what I'm talking about, what I really like. And that beautiful orange blossom note comes to play. Now, this fragrance is one of the collection from the cotton collection. I do own 2 other from the cotton collection. One of them, I believe, is a dupe to the Wedding Silk Santal by Eilish, and I've talked about it so many times, but I wanted to feature this one because that one I've already talked about it so I could talk no more. Now, this one is just, the opening is just kind of fresh, fruity. When you get to the dry down, you get the florals, then you sort of get that beautiful caramel note, and you get all the other vanillas that are in there. This is a fruity fragrance that kind of has that cotton, you know, satiny feel in the undertone. It's just very, very beautiful. Too many compliments have come from this fragrance, but I love it. I love that peach note. I love the mango. You guys know I love mango. Mango, mango, mango all day. I can eat the fruit. I can even slather the fruit on as a fragrance if I want. I just love mango. This just appealed to me because it had all the notes that I loved in the fragrance. The only thing I didn't like is the freesia, but the freesia in here is not too crazy. It's dialed back. It's in the background. You don't get that headache-inducing vibe from it. I actually like this. The projection is not beast mode, okay? This is cotton collection. When you hear cotton, what are you thinking? You're not thinking beast mode, right? This is more moderate on projection, sillage. Longevity for me is about 5 to 6 hours, but I don't mind taking this with me to spray it on. The scent is amazing, so I don't really care. And the price point, are you kidding me? It's like 30 bucks. You can't beat that with a stick. I really love this fragrance. I'm obsessed. I feel like it's a great fragrance, and coming in at number 8, this is the best so far. Again, this is Cotton Malaki by Mamlakat Al Oud. Now, it became so hard putting this fragrance at number 7, right? This is a collaboration with Daniel Renee and Aromaconcepts. This fragrance is just beautiful. It's called Jawhari. I don't know if I said it right. I got this from Aromaconcepts. To be honest, I don't understand how this is a male fragrance because it smells too feminine to be a male fragrance. I'm telling you. Oh my God, this fragrance is just as beautiful as the juice color. The juice is purple. Of course, you guys know I love purple. So I know I kind of brought it because of the color of the juice, but yeah, I know I'm crazy. I'm glad that the fragrance was just the selling point as well. Now, if you're not into honey, I'm sure you're not gonna like this. Now, the honey in here is not animalic, which I really prefer. It's not like the honey that you find in fragrances like Shagaf Oud, Asrar. The honey in there is so animalic. And that's why sometimes I don't feel like wearing that fragrance. Now this fragrance has some passion fruit, orange, cotton candy, brown sugar, honey. This fragrance, unlike the others I've mentioned, is beast mode. When I tell you this is a room filler, it is absolutely beast. I wore this for a full 12-hour workday. It was literally on my skin till the end of the day, and it was projecting on and on and on. 8 hours in, it was still projecting. That's how strong this fragrance is. Even on clothes, it will last forever till you wash your clothes. It is super strong, so I will say, like I say in my other videos, pull lightly on the trigger. Do not overspray this. Do not go more than 10 sprays, or else you are going to be killing somebody. I don't know who it is, but somebody's gonna have an asthma attack and they're gonna be like dying before you call 911. If you're looking for something in the Middle Eastern world that is not a dupe, that is very classic, that is like a nighttime, date night kind of fragrance, I will recommend this. If you're into honey, I will recommend this. But if you're not into strong, heavy scents, then go with the ones that are from 10 through 8. You probably might like those better because they're not super strong, but this one is for my daredevils that love a strong scent and that can handle a fragrance like this. Next fragrance is from Afnan. This is called Kiana Crush, and this is also a dupe to Creed's Queen of Silk. Now this fragrance is a very heavy saffron passion fruit fragrance. It has some arga wood in there, so if you're not into oud, stay away from this fragrance. It's heavily incensed as well. This is kind of what a Dubai queen would put on. Like if you went to Dubai and you met the sheikh's wife, this is the type of fragrance she would have on. This is just beautiful. Oh my god, it came late in the game. I've had this for maybe a month or so, but I had to add this to the list because let me tell you, this is a fabulous fragrance. Very sexy, uber sexy. And that passion fruit note kind of grounds that saffron. The saffron in there is very spicy. There is something in here that kind of reminds me of a plum note in this fragrance, but there's not a plum note listed, but I do get plum vibes from this fragrance. The longevity on this one, guys, believe it or not, 10 hours. Very strong. The projection, I would say, is beast mode. It's not moderate. Okay, so this is another fragrance that you have to pull lightly on the trigger. Don't go trigger happy on this fragrance. Don't be like just spraying it and just spraying it till the sun comes down, because I swear to God, someone might be off-putted by your fragrance and some people might just chase you down the street to ask you what you have. You know, you might even have a man chase you down the street because of this smell. It is just very intoxicating. I just like to roll my eyes to the back of my head when I smell this. It just smells very unique. And I'm glad there is a dupe, because then now I can get the full-size bottle of the real fragrance. This is an awesome release. This is an awesome release. I love the bottle. The bottle is beautiful, very gorgeous. Do you guys want me to do a best Middle Eastern bottles kind of video? Because I would not do it for niche or designer because they really don't have too many bottles that look really unique. But let me tell you, Middle Eastern has it down. They are really unique with the bottles they create. They just create the most amazing looking bottles that look great on a shelf. So if you guys like that type of video, please let me know down in the comment section. Now, let me just round this up and say that if you are into that Queen of Silk vibe and you don't have the coins to spend for Creed, get your hands on this fragrance. You will not be sorry. It is the closest dupe I've come across so far. Getting down to the wire, we have 5 more fragrances plus my mention, and it's so hard to kind of rank them. I'm just like, okay, who do I put at number 5? Who do I put at number 4? It's so dang hard. Coming in at number 5, there we have Ministry of Gourmand, which is also a part of Paris Corner and a collaboration with Aromaconcepts. This is Banana Bliss. If you guys watched my video, you know how I really hated the bottle of this fragrance. Not necessarily the bottle, the cap. The cap looks like my kid's plaything. If you don't already know that I said that, that's what I said, and I meant what I said. I still say that till today. But the juice on this fragrance, oh my goodness, guys. This reminds me of a banana cream pie. It also reminds me of a Yoplait banana cream yogurt. Have you ever tried that before? try and just get a whiff of that. That's what this smells like. It is so beautiful. There is something popcorny about this. Like there's a popcorn note that was not mentioned. I get like a caramel Garrett popcorn vibe. I do get the banana. I get something creamy as well. Like there's a whipped cream to this. I feel like there's even a chocolate note that has not been said. I don't know if there's chocolate in here, but this fragrance was a fantastic release for the fall season. You know, this is perfect. Look at the dents, guys. The dents does not lie. I wore this fragrance so many times. People loved it. They were like, you smell edible, you smell like food, you smell delicious. You know, the people that love gourmands, you know, those are the ones that give me the compliments. I even get some undertones of booziness with this fragrance. It's kind of weird. I don't know what it is, but there is not a boozy note, I can tell you for sure. But I do get some type of a rum note in the bottom. Hands down, best gourmand release from Paris Corner, to be honest. And that is sane. But I absolutely recommend this if you love the kind of smell that I just described, the banana cream pie smell. If you're into that, or you like scents that smell like cupcake, you're definitely gonna like this. It's gonna be a hit for you. I absolutely love this, and this is number 5 on the countdown. So hard, so hard, so hard. It is so hard, so hard, so hard. Number 4 on the countdown is Khair's Confection. There was no way I was gonna do this video and not feature this. I know I talked about it so many times, but this is a countdown and it's gonna stay in the countdown, right? Now, this is supposed to be a dupe to Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar from Khair. To be honest, this is a better dupe. That's how it is with the other Khair dupes. This is way better, projects way better, smells way better. The pairing here is decadent. It's even got more sweet. It's like a pear that has been sitting and that has gotten liquored up with some kind of rum. But there's not a rum note to this, bear it in mind. And then you do get cotton candy vibes. Even I do get some kind of bubblegum undertone with this fragrance. This fragrance is absolutely a beast. Beast, 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 boom. There is no way you're spraying this fragrance and you're not getting compliments. Compliments will come and they will not stop, okay? Because this fragrance is super unique. It is a man magnet, okay? If you're looking for a man, douse yourself in this. I'm telling you, you will get all the boys to the yard.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right.
All the boys will be calling your name. They be like, you know, whistling at you, right? This is so juicy, so decadent, so edible, very gourmand. Gourmand, but not leaning away from the perfume side. It's still perfumey as well. Some people think this smells like La Belle from Jean Paul Gaultier, but it doesn't smell like it. This one is way more denser, has more layers to it, has more oomph. This is more complex. Now, La Belle for me is more linear. So I absolutely adore this fragrance. I feel like this was a very good release. Very good release from Paris Corner. They did their big one with this one. Number 3 on the list would have to be Body Al Oud Noble Blush by Lattafa. There is no way I wasn't going to add this because this one kind of blew me out. Projection wise, longevity, sillage, the fact that it kind of resembles Divina but in a different way with Latonic vibes. Like if you are in love with Divina, you would even love this even more because this is just the Latonic dreams of Divina. So if Parfum de Molly's was gonna come out with a flanker, I'm pretty sure they're gonna go the Latonic route and kind of do something similar to this because this was just that good. I'm a fan of Divina, the La Rose, the Exclusive. Bear in mind, I haven't gotten those, but I have samples of it and I do want to have them in my arsenal. This is a rose lover's dream. If you're in love with rose, trust me, you will get what I like about this fragrance. This is a sweet, jammy rose, and this is a everlasting fragrance. Like 14 hours is how long I've had it on, and I could smell it throughout the whole wear time. It's ridiculous. I've never seen a fragrance last this long. Talk less of a Middle Eastern fragrance, it's unheard of. And this is one of those fragrances that really worked like a niche fragrance, but was Middle Eastern and affordable at the same time. I love this one, and number 3, here you go. Hopefully we'll see what happens next year when I do this countdown theme, but this is number 3 for now. Coming up at number 2, okay, this is Lattafa's Artisan Ethnique. Let's just pause a moment of silence for this perfume. It was so hard between the number 1 that I picked to kind of place this fragrance, and I just had to put it in number 2. I mean, this fragrance is really good. It was so hard. It could go either way, number 1, number 2. This is just a rum, boozy, sweet, gourmand, milky, chocolatey fragrance. Now this, from what I heard, is a dupe to Sugar Addict by Born to Stand Out. I don't have that fragrance. I've never tried it before, but if it smells just like this, oh my God. I want this in my collection. If that's the case. I can't even describe it. Sexy, boozy, milky, chocolatey. Now when you mix Badia Oud Noble Blush in this, try it, okay? Let me know, okay? Let's talk about this fragrance. Now, I love this one. When I first brought it, it kind of gave me too many smoky vibes. I thought I wasn't gonna like it, but when I kind of sprayed the nozzle out and I wore it again, oh my God. The compliments were pouring in. I had somebody that worked at an employee help chase me down the street and were like, what do you have on? To be honest, if you don't have this, I don't know where you've been. You need to get your nose on it. It's not super expensive. It's like 40 bucks. Get your nose on it. Come back and talk to me about it later. And for the OGs that know about this fragrance, you know what I'm talking about. You know it's that good. It's amazing. Beautiful fragrance for gourmand boozy lovers like me, like you, and you. I love it so much. I just can't talk so much about it. It's just too much. The projection on this is beast mode. The longevity is like 10-12 hours plus, and the sillage, a scent trail like no other. That scent trail will have the dead wake up and be wondering who smells that good. Now I'm gonna mention my honorable mention before I go to number 1, because it will kind of take the heat off of number 1 if I mention it after, right? Now my honorable mention, I give it to Taskeen Lactea Divina. This is a dupe to Blanche Bête by Liquides and Mergenaires. So far, if we compare it to her Confection, this is the best dupe I've ever come across. And I don't understand why it's leaking. What really is mind-boggling is that this fragrance juice is the same color of Blanche Bête when it becomes more vanillic, when the vanilla is more richer and darker. I can actually see the color of the juice. And look at my dent, it's right here. Okay, that shows you that Blanche Bête is taking a seat somewhere, and that's why I need to wear Blanche Bête more. But this fragrance, oh my God, is the closest dupe. If you're looking for Blanche Bête and you couldn't afford it, this is the best dupe so far. Her Confession can go take a seat. You get that tuberose white floral in there. I think there's a jasmine in here too as well. It's just a beautiful fragrance. And then there is some woodiness. I think there is a sandalwood to this fragrance as well. Now this fragrance, longevity wise, is about 6 to 7 hours. Very moderate on projection, moderate on sillage. People will smell you. They will give you compliments. There is something nutty about this fragrance, sort of like an almond note to it, but I don't know what it is. It's something nutty that I get in the background. Just a beautiful, intoxicating, latonic scent. I mentioned this as honorable because I just recently got my hands on it, but I've worn it quite a bit and I absolutely love this fragrance. I know you guys are wondering, where's Teriaq, right? I have talked about Teriaq so much so I was blue and black, and I decided this time around I am not talking about Teriaq. I'm giving this to another fragrance, okay? Giving this number 1 spot to another fragrance. And this is no other than my baby here, Teriaq Intense. Of course, you guys know I could not include this. The dance does not lie, okay? This fragrance Plum Perfection. That's all I can say. If you're looking for that unique plum scented fragrance that will get you loads of compliment that is boozy, sexy. Ooh. Now, it's been a minute, a week since I used this fragrance, and this fragrance even smells stronger. Now, reasons why this is number one. Very unique fragrance. That's one of my notes that I wrote. Very unique, very great in longevity. Longevity for me, 14 hours. Sillage, a scent trail that will get people to turn their heads. And this is the case with me. So it wasn't my notes. I was like, I'm going to mention that it's a head turner fragrance. Fragrance that will get people that are busy doing something else to look up at you. Quentin Beach dipped his foot in here. He dipped his whole body in this fragrance, okay? He knew what he was doing. He is just the master perfumer that he is. Now, this does have the DNA of the OG. You do get that. You smell that DNA. It's right there. But the presence of that plum, I'm going to say that plum one more time. It's a beautiful plum. I swear to God, the plum note in here is plumified. And I don't know what it is. Ever since I tried Has Perfumes Plum Confection, I have become convinced that I'm an absolute plum lover. And I do like plums. Very, very beautiful fragrance. Not synthetic. Very true to the brand. It's not a dupe to anything. It's just that good. And I can't recommend this anymore. That's why I put this on number one spot. And it deserves all the hype that it gets. Again, this is Teriaq Intense by Lattafa. I hope you guys enjoyed this video where I talked about my 10 top ranked Middle Eastern purchases / releases of 2024. If you enjoyed this video and you got to the end, just give this video a thumbs up. It doesn't hurt you. It does not cost a dime. It actually lets YouTube know that you love my content. I am shooting for 25K very soon and I want to get there. Please help your sister out. And if you watch this video to the end and you're not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? The subscribe button is down below. It's waiting for you to click it. It's lonely. It likes to have your fingers on that red button. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you guys so much for your love and support. Happy holidays. Happy New Year's in advance. And happy Christmas. Belated Christmas. I'm sorry, in my last video, I think it was pre-filmed 2 weeks ago. I did not say Merry Christmas, but I will say it now. Belated style. Don't forget to leave your fragrance of the day. I love to know what you're rocking, of course. And don't forget to leave me a purple heart emoji. That lets me know you watched the video to the end and that you're a ride or die fan of Tinu. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. I love you guys and I will see you yet in another video. Bye.